I don't know anything at all about Ramadan.
And it's obvious, Matt, that you know nothing of Ramadan or Judaism or any religion for that matter, yet you feel that you want to go ahead and comment on it. However, here's the thing about you, is that you comment always in the positive when it comes to Islam, because you know the repercussions of the folks that are involved with Islam, and you know the repercussions or lack thereof from folks that are involved in any other religion. Islamists will not hesitate doing horrible things to those that they feel have insulted Islam in any way. You know it, I know it, the world knows it, we all know it. But let's go ahead and talk about just one situation amongst a couple. You know I always bring the receipts. Here, we have just last year, situation that happened on Ramadan. And the reason the situation of Ramadan came up is because every single Ramadan in Palestine, there's always a violent uprising. There's always a violent uprising. And it always ends up in Jews and Israelis getting hurt, losing their lives, getting maimed. It always ends up that way. Matt, you know it. You've been to Israel. You were there when there was a terrorist attack that happened. Perhaps not on Ramadan, but you were there when a terrorist attack happened. And you weren't afraid of the IDF. Matter of fact, you were on the side of the IDF because they were keeping you safe. They were keeping the people on the ship that you were sailing safe. They were keeping every innocent person safe because that's their job. You know it. I know it. The world knows it. We all know it. Here's something else. Here's another article written same year, 2023. Tensions, Ramadan, and Passover, because Passover happened to coincide with Ramadan. But what I'm going to show you here next is a couple of years of proof of uprising on Ramadan from Islamists. Let me make that clear. Islamists that want to hurt Jews. And unfortunately, it is the Islamists who are in power in Palestine. Matt, you know it. I know it. The world knows it. We all know it. Let me show you that here in just hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Now I'm going to leave this up for just a little while so you can perhaps take a screenshot or whatever. But the great thing about all of this is the fact that these people believe you. And I'm going to get into this in the next video I make here in just a little bit. And the reason these folks believe you, and it lends really to the subject that I'm talking about now, is because you have Islamists, you have extremists that are in power in this place known as Palestine. And there have been studies conducted, and the average IQ is 67.9 of the folks there. Now, as sad as that is, it's because they are run by extremists, by Islamists, who have instilled Sharia law. Now, those who would instill Sharia law as the official law are backwards. Now, Sharia law has its depths in Islam. And Islam, and any devout Muslim would tell you, was invented by a man who couldn't read or write. So clearly, education is not one of the pillars of Islam. But anyway, that's one of the reasons they buy a lot of what you say. Now you have other people that buy what you talk about in terms of Palestine and Israel because they don't know and they don't want to know and they just say, fine, let's, they hate the Jews. It sounds legitimate, so let's go for it. But it's those people who are 67.9 afflicted, shall I say, that believe it. And it's because they don't know any better. And the bad part about all of this, Matt, is that you're pandering to people that don't know any better. But you know better, Matt. Which makes you perhaps the most dangerous person in this whole little situation that involves you, your little accounts, and your little endeavors when it comes to Hamas and anti-Israel. Or let's, what? Why are we bullshitting ourselves? It's anti-Jew is what it is. So I'm sure I spoke enough for you to take a photo of this. But yeah, you don't know anything of Ramadan, or you don't know anything of Judaism or Christianity or any religion, but you're afraid to comment on Islam. We all know why. Yeah. Have a good day.